Yeah. Real quick, why do I have a little excerpt of religion?
It's just some background on religion within the game.
Oh, okay, cool.
Some stuff about the Sword Coast area.
Yeah, so like I've been reading books and playing D&D since I was about 7 years old within this realm. So I know a lot of this stuff, but for those of you who might not, it's just kind of like a, reference material if you want it. It's not necessarily obligatory that you read and memorize any of it. It's just more so for your consumption if you want it.
Okay.
Yep.
Interesting.
Okay.
Dead 3.
All right, I got all of what's going. So whenever you guys are ready.
All right. Welcome to Baldur's Gate, a veritable nest of rats and vipers clinging to the rocky slopes overlooking the Keontar River. From their high perches in the upper city, the local nobles, known as patriarchs, gaze down with veiled contempt upon the common rabble in the grimy lower city, which hugs the foggy harbor. The whole of Baldur's Gate reeks of blood, crime, and opportunity. One can easily fathom why pirates and traders are drawn to this place like flies to a carcass. Following the river farther east would eventually lead you to Elturel, capital of the Holy Land of Elturgard, or at least that was the case until a few days ago. The flood of refugees from Elturel has gotten worse since news first arrived that the city has fallen. Everyone is saying Baldur's Gate is next, but no one truly knows who or what has claimed Elturel. The Patriarchs pay a mercenary army called the Flaming Fist to protect their interest in Baldur's Gate, and by extension, the city itself. The Flaming Fist has gained even more power since their charismatic leader, Oldor Ravengard, claimed the title of the Grand Duke a few years ago. Apparently, Ravengard is missing. In his absence, the Flaming Fist has sealed the city's gates to staunch the flow of refugees. No one is allowed in or out. All of this was brought to your attention shortly after you were drafted by the Flaming Fist to help defend the city. Your orders are to speak to Captain Zodge at the Basilisk Gate, which pierces the city's eastern wall and takes its name from the various statues that rest in its niches and perch atop its battlements. Unseen beyond the sealed Basilisk Gate, a dirt road that stretches through the outer city slums to the bridge known as Worm's Crossing, then to the distant realms beyond. Dozens of Flaming Fist soldiers are trying to control an angry mob of commoners eager to leave the city. Armed with only a vague description of Captain Zodge, a tall man with long black hair and a leather eye patch, it takes you a while to find him. A fight breaks out between soldiers and commoners, and you finally spot the one-eyed captain as he wades into the fray and begins throwing punches. Well, it is just another day in the City of Blood. So you as a group find yourselves enlisted into the service of the Flaming Fist, and we're told to go find Captain Zodge, and you're standing at the edge of this engagement.
Okay.
This is awesome, by the way. I like this.
It only gets better from here, buddy.
I punch him. Did we like roll for initiative or something?
If you guys are looking to join into the combat, you may.
Interesting.
Am I supposed to be seeing something right now? Because all I see is the Descent into Avernus home screen.
If it makes you feel better, I'll give you a map of the city.
Oh, thank you.
Sweet.
Nice. So where are we at currently?
Right here. Do you see the ping?
No, not at all.
You don't see the black ping? Zoom out.
Oh.
I don't either.
Nah, yeah, no ping.
All right. Do you see the circle now drawn on the map?
No.
No.
What do you see?
I see the map, yeah.
Are you zoomed all the way out?
Yeah, like I see the entire map.
And you don't see me pinging right here?
No.
I see nothing.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
No, that was somebody else.
That was me.
You don't, Alex, you're not seeing this either?
No, buddy.
What the shit? All right, let me refresh my page and see.
Damn. This is a sprawling city.
Sometimes Roll20 likes to throw quirks at folks. Okay. I saw that one.
Ew. Yep.
Oh, okay. So we're over there.
Okay.
Nice.
I don't know, guys. What do you think? Should we join the fight?
Fucking right.
We're trying
Yeah.
to
All right, let's do it.
help quell the rabble. Yeah, let's get in there.
All right. Well, let me pull up the battle map.
Hildade is not going to join the fight unless something comes at him.
Oh, that's an idea. You guys have all kind of introduced your characters to each other, or have you not? I don't remember.
No, we never really got a chance to.
All right, cool. Do you guys want to take the second to do that while I get this set up?
Yeah, sure. Alex, do you mind going first? Just kind of show us.
Yeah, sure.
How that
man.
works?
I got you. Yeah, so it's all right. So, for those of you who have not introduced myself to, hi, I'm Alex. I'm Levi's older brother, one of. So for this campaign, I am playing a Goliath paladin named Hildade Foebreaker. Right. So Hildade he's kind of contradictory, right? He seems pretty jovial most of the time. He wants to see good in the world being done, but unless you can fight, he doesn't really give a damn about you. You know, and you'd think growing up the way he did, traveling with mercenary bands and this and that he'd lent himself more towards being a fighter. But he's seen some shit, and he's figured maybe, just maybe, he's got a little bit of divine intervention on his side. So he doesn't follow one particular deity, just a general reverence for all of them. But that's what he does. He shows up. He wants to do good things for the world, and carry on.
Okay.
And that's Hildade.
I'm sorry. What was your character's name?
Hildade.
Hildade.
Hildade. All right. Good stuff. All right. Well, I'll just go next. My name is Seth. I am a co-worker of Levi's, and the character that I rolled up is a Lightfoot halfling. His name is Milo Underbow. And Milo kind of just does his own thing, marches to the beat of his own drum, but always looks to help people, kind of better the world, making new friends and adventuring around and meeting new people. Has a penchant for purloining, most valuable thing in any room. He's just kind of been taught that that lends the most value. And he had an incident from long ago that somebody had died because he didn't have the funds to treat them, and he made a vow that he would always be the best thief in the land to make sure that never happens again. That he's always going to be able to take care of his friends. He's a little forgetful. He's if there's that the groundwork for something moving forward, he'll just completely forget. The original plan was, and oftentimes even if he does remember, he'll just ignore it anyway. Very much value his friends and always looking to make the world just a little bit better.
Thanks for that.
What was your character's name again, Seth?
Milo, Milo, Underbow, like chilling under a tree.
Okay, cool. Cole, do you want to go next? Or do you want me to?
Yeah, I can go next. So my character for this campaign is a wood elf by the name of Theron Nilo. I'm a fighter, but I do a lot of long range and close quarters combat. If you fight beside me, I have total respect for you, and I will die for you. Um, I have a little bit of a background as far as being in a couple armies, doing some stuff like that, and I'm just kind of on my own. I'm independent right at the moment, uh, trying to just to journey the world and see where I fit in at. That's pretty much me.
All right. Well, my character's name is Bjorn. I think I'm saying that right. I don't even know. I made it up and I can't even pronounce it. So that's I'm very simple, basic.
Traditionally, that name is pronounced Bjorn.
Bjorn. I can't even say my. Okay, Bjorn. That's what we're gonna go with.
Yo, if you made it up, then it's however you want to say it, fam.
All right, sounds good. He was born in a monastery. I was born in a monastery and raised in the church at a young age, but not young enough to where he doesn't remember it. The monastery was burnt down by invaders, and every person in it died, except for him. He was adopted by a nice family, but an extremely religious family, and raised as a warrior, kind of a crusader, and eventually broke away from that. The reason why he broke away was because he saw the atrocities that his family and the people around him were committing, and he didn't like it. He's righteous, but really thinks a lot about himself. Doesn't think highly of himself. Thinks a lot about himself. He's into protecting himself. That's what he really. He's kind of selfish. Doesn't come off that way, but is that way. Still is a believer in God. He's a little bit too righteous. He doesn't think that anybody else can worship the way that he worships. He's a little bit self-righteous in that way. He's been in a lot of battles, been in a lot of wars, but it's never had loyalty to the state, to any kind of state at all. And that brings him here today. Jaded, very jaded. A lot of PTSD, a lot of nightmares.
All right, thank you, gentlemen, for your introductions. I'm Levi. I've known me my entire life.
Hey, me
I
too.
will. Yeah, right. Oh, that sucks. Sorry. I will be playing every other character that you guys encounter until your other player friends decide to show up. So, at this point in time, you guys have your tokens on the field. You guys should all have vision and sight of what's going on. Seth and Paul, it looks like I need you guys to select your tokens and roll initiative, please.
I thought I did. It came up as 18. I'm on turn order as 18.
Are you Seth or Paul?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said Cole. I apologize.
No, that's okay. Although you did forget to select your token before you rolled. I fixed it,
Oh, thank you.
but just be aware.
When you say,
Which icon is
oh
the
yeah,
one?
I got you.
So if you have your token selected, Paul, and you have your character sheet open, in the middle towards the top, you should see something that says initiative. Just click that.
All right, critical fail.
Got it.
Wow,
Middle.
the rogue crit failed on his initiative roll. That's
What happened?
Ben still goes before me.
sneaking around.
Can I click it?
Doesn't appear so.
Damn. All right. So I'm looking at it right now.
You're looking at your character sheet. Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm looking at my character sheet right now. I don't see it.
Read a word to me that you're looking at right now and don't move your eyes from that spot.
Normal, disadvantage, and advantage.
Exactly directly below the word normal, you should see something that says initiative, like
okay.
initiative. Click the word initiative.
Okay.
There you go.
Nice.
All right. You guys will take note as you enter this fray that the guards are not armed in this. Like they have weapons, but they have not drawn their weapons. They are going in fist flinging. They are not aiming for lethal intent here. So, Cole, you've got first.
So I just want to make sure I'm correct. So we don't have to go in fist like going, right?
You don't have to join this fight if you don't want to.
I'm just gonna chill back and see what happens.
Okay, passing turn. One of the commoners here will take a swing at this guard here, and they're okay. So they swing at the guard, and the guard kind of catches their club and shoves it off to the side and avoids the hit. You see Zaj staring down two different commoners, and Zaj is this one right here. and he's going to strike at both of them. So his first attack hits, connects, and the commoner drops to the ground. For all its intents and purposes, out of the fight. We'll do. I've got so many things here, and none of them are good. All right, we'll do that. And then he swings at the other one, and that villager happens to jump out of the way right before the punch connects. This commoner here will move around and attack. Sorry, I've got like a bunch of people out right now, and I'm trying to narrate this and make it not just like flat. All right, and then come on, there we go. All right, so they swing at the guard and completely miss so badly that the stake in their hand goes flying. Bjorn, you're up.
I step in and hopefully, I don't know if I'm allowed to do this, but I grab two of the commoners and say, stop it.
Okay, so you have 30 feet worth of movement, so you can move 6 squares.
Okay.
So go ahead and position yourself.
All right, so I can move right in here then, right?
Yep. And at this point in time, you don't have enough attacks to grab 2 at once. You can grab one of them, though, and that's going to be an opposed strength check. So what you're going to do is open up your character sheet, and then at the top left where you see the word strength, click that, and then the commoner will make an opposed strength check.
Okay. Character sheet. I have such a hard time finding stuff. Okay, so right now I'm at attacks and spellcasting. Where do I go from there?
Look direct left. You should see the whole column there that's skills. Look left again, and then go up to the very top. You should see strength 317. Click the word strength. Okay, so the commoner actually rolled a nat crit, which means that they succeed no matter what you rolled, unless you rolled a crit too, and then I just have you guys re-roll them. But basically, you go to try and grab him, and he very deftly steps out of the way and says, "Keep your filthy paws off of me." So you, as an action, use the attack action to try and grapple him, so you don't have any more attack actions. Did you use all of your movement?
I think I have one movement left.
Okay. Be aware that since you enter the threatened space of these two, if you move away, they could take an attack of opportunity against you.
No, I'm just going to hang out there. Yeah.
No problem. And that's the end of your turn then?
Perfect.
All right. The commoner that you tried to grab is going to swing his club at you. So he rolled a 17. Does that meet or break your armor class or your AC?
Let's see, hold on.
So the easy way to answer this question is that if you actually click on your token, you'll see 3 numbers pop up right above it.
Okay, it's an 18.
Correct. Yeah. So yours, the 3 numbers that you all see above your tokens, the one on the far left in the red is your speed. The one in the middle is your health, like how many hit points you have remaining. And then the one on the right is your AC. Okay. So 17 does not meet or break your AC. So basically he swings his club at you and it just bounces off your armor ineffectually.
Perfect.
All right. So the next guard is going to take his turn and attack the commoner here. He misses. Commoner here is going to swing and attack the guard in front of him. And that's a miss. All right, I'm just going to roll these next 2 together because one's attacking here, and then the other one is going to step up and attack Bjorn. Hey, don't smack yourself in the head, buddy. You're okay. All right, so that attack misses. And does a 13 meet or break your armor class?
No, it does not.
Okay, so that's a miss as well. Milo, you're up.
How far can my voice carry? I want to position myself so I'm heard by the most amount of people and implore them with my charisma stat to stop fighting.
Okay, so that's going to be a persuasion check. And realistically, I think that you in person could probably shout and be heard 45 feet away, so I don't see that being an issue.
Okay. So let me. You said that's a persuasion. So what do I do to? I implore all of the commoners to cease and desist, and there must be a way of talking this up.
Okay, so you're going to open your character sheet and go to your persuasion, and then you can click that to roll. All right, you rolled a 15. All of the commoners kind of stop for a second and try to figure out who that was talking. But you're a real little guy, so they're not entirely sure, and they go back to their struggle.
Yeah, I tried.
Anything further on your turn, sir?
No, I think I'm. Well, I should probably back up Bjorn in a if it does get to a really bad kerfuffle. So, right, I can move now. Yeah.
Yeah, you can still move. Yep, it's still your turn.
So I'm gonna go right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is that your turn?
Maybe shut it. Yeah, that's it. End turn.
All right. Hildade.
All right. Seeing that them getting told to knock it off almost worked. Hildade is going to move just slightly closer, and I'm going to bellow at them to knock their shit off.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me is that intimidation you're going for?
Yeah.
Okay. You go right ahead. Make your intimidation check.
Oh man.
No.
All right. The few closest to you, kind of stop and look at you, and are not entirely sure how to react from there. But that's just these two here. Hi, bub. Anything further on your turn?
Nope.
Okay. So a group of guards, heavily armored, you basically figure, like medieval times riot police, comes stalking in from the side and starts moving through and pinning down and tying up any of the commoners that they encounter. So they will move through and subdue all of them.
Nice.
You note that they leave the one that's laying on the ground here, right where they're at. Allow me just a moment, gentlemen. I'll be right back.
I really wanted to slip and accidentally kill one of the commoners.
I was gonna try and figure out which one looks the wealthiest and just rifle through their pockets real quick. See if they're.
Since they made no point to see you.
Did, man. They ignored the shit out of me.
They were like, yeah, Pipsqueak's talking. All right, fuck him.
That is
Right.
That is great too. That is great.
I have Goliath just chuck me at him next time.
If you want, I can connect you to a arrow and shoot you up into the air with my bow.
It'd be pretty sweet.
Liv just made some buffalo chicken dip. Shit's awesome.
No comment.
Okay, that's cool.
No, I'm not I've never. I don't think I've ever eaten buffalo sauce before.
Not like a buffalo chicken dip.
No.
No, it's good stuff, man. It's just cream cheese, chicken, and like a tub of Frank's Red Hot sauce.
No shit.
Sephiroth's all up in there like,
all right, you guys better stop.
Sounds like the dog.
That was mildly terrifying.
Sounds like
I
the
need this
dog.
voice.
Sounds like the Doberman from Up.
right? All right. Back to it. So after pulling all of the commoners off to the side, Zodge sees that those are all well and taken care of. He leaves the one lay there on the street and comes over to address your group. So he kind of looks you all up and down. Ah, so you're the ones that they sent, hmm?
That we are.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I'm sure you're curious at why they sent you to me then.
Yeah, quite.
Yeah, all right. Well, I
I'm
mean,
just staring at him. That's what I'm doing. I'm just staring at him.
okay. Well, it might be quite obvious, but it's the refugee crisis, says Dodge. It stoked fears that Baldur's Gate might suffer the same fate as Elturel, of which nothing remains but a hole in the ground, apparently. Our Grand Duke, Older Ravengard, was visiting Elturel on a diplomatic mission when the city was destroyed. Coincidence? Yeah, I think not. The Knights of Elturgard call themselves Hell Riders. Well, a few of them escaped the destruction, and I think we're somehow to blame. No, they think that we're somehow to blame for Elturel's downfall. What a bunch of self-righteous rabble-rousers. We're arresting them on sight, but that's left us a bit short-handed to deal with another problem, and for that, I need your help.
Yeah, what's going on now? Can we help?
Baldur's Gate has long been plagued by the followers of the Dead Three, the gods Bane, Baal, and Merkel. I thought we had wiped them out, but apparently not. These purveyors of fear and death are taking advantage of this current crisis to commit murder sprees throughout the city. As my appointed deputies in this matter, you'll have license to kill these wretches on sight. Find their lair and wipe it out. Eliminate anyone who gets in your way, and don't worry about collateral damage. If you do what I say, I'll see that you each receive 200 gold pieces in addition to my gratitude, which is worth considerably more.
Hmm.
All right.
Do you have a place for us to start our hunt?
Yes, a few blocks from the Basilisk Gate here is the Elf Song Tavern. A spy named Tarina hangs out there, gathering rumors for the guild. She owes me a favor, so tell her you work for me. Ask her what she knows about the Dead Three, and for the love of Baldurin, be nice. She has dangerous friends.
Noted.
I think he's talking to you, Paul.
That's Bjorn to you.
Here,
Forget
take
the name
these,
of that.
he says, and hands you each a sort of badge that denotes that you work for the Flaming Fist. These will give you license to operate as I do. This is tied directly to me, so anyone you show this to will see that you're acting under my authority. Do you have any questions before you go?
Yeah, what's the name of that tavern again?
The Elf Song Tavern.
Elson Tavern.
And what does this Tyrena look like?
Give me just a second here. You know, it doesn't even make a point of telling me that.
So
Look for
basic, shut
dangerous
up.
friends.
Nah, fuck our dangerous friends. I don't give a fuck about that.
Clear on that.
She's human, about yay tall, long dark hair. You can usually find her playing Baldur's Bones.
Real quick, this is Seth speaking. So me being like in the like a spy thief kind of Lightfoot thing, am I able to roll through just random people's pockets and like see if there's any devious or trickery or nonsense afoot?
Are you asking if you can attempt to pickpocket people?
Right, just like randomly. Obviously, it would typically be viewed upon in a negative light, but like at
I mean,
any
the answer to the question is yes, that's a possibility of something that you can tell me that you want to do. Getting caught will have serious consequences, up to and including, getting your hand chopped off, potentially. you know, we don't deal with thieves around here lightly.
Yeah. Right. All right. Noted.
But it is an
Okay.
option if that's something you decide that you need to seek out.
All right. Yeah. He seems legit. Just flustered from the browsing. So. All right. Good to go.
Okay. Yeah, he kind of looks around the group, staring at all of you. Is there anything else I can do for you?
We could use probably a little bit of gold to get us on our journey.
Yeah, except that I already promised you gold after you've completed the job.
Well, yeah, but to get us through would probably help.
He eyes you up and down. Make a persuasion check.
Okay, give me a second. Let me get there. Persuasion.
Oh.
He clears his throat and reaches forward, kind of tugging your tunic down over your pot belly. Yeah, I've never seen an elf of quite your build. The answer
I
is no.
can't see whatever is making you guys laugh. How do I?
I'm open up the chat. He rolled a 5, which again his perception didn't add anything to it, so it's just not good. At 20, like he rolled pretty low.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
You're good.
Yeah, no, I'm no. Go do the job you were asked to do. Be glad that you're getting even anything out of it. You think these gents behind me are getting paid 200 gold piece? Not a chance.
That's a good point. I tell him.
They're sending us.
What was it?
What's up, Al?
I also don't think they're up to the task if you're sending us.
I mean, they're currently busy. Would you like to go relieve them?
Good point. But surely you can do a little bit better than 200 gold for my buddies here.
Give me a persuasion check.
Yeah, do that.
Rolls
Give it a
4.
disadvantage because he's getting annoyed at this point in time.
Disadvantage?
Yep.
Disadvantage, persuasion.
He nods, and you're a little bit surprised to see that his face kind of softens up until he looks at you again and smiles. All right, I'm gonna say this once because I really don't like having to repeat myself. All right, make sure you listen. I can have you killed on the spot for refusing to do this. Right?
Damn.
So the fact that I am paying you anything at all is kind of a blessing, right? So I really recommend you just take what you're being offered and go.
Yeah, I think we're gonna be on. I think we're gonna be on our way, guys. What do you guys think?
Let's go find this chick.
I'm ready for you guys to just get it done even too.
Yeah, let's just get out of
Your
here.
lumpy elf friend prevails.
All
right. You guys seeking out the tavern then?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, I had planned for more of you to be in on this, so allow me just a second to remove some of. Well, the shit. What did I? Oh, did I? Oh, I am so smart. High five, Levi.
What'd you do?
So when I put your guys' tokens out, I technically put them in the right spot, even though I thought I put them in a different spot, which would have been the wrong spot. So I accidentally did the right thing.
Oh yeah.
Do we have anyone with us that can play that game that she plays? The something bounds.
Baldur's Bones?
Yeah.
You guys can all play Baldur's Bones if you so desire, and if you guys actually want to play Baldur's Bones, I have rules for it.
Well, so what I mean is anybody efficient in it? Because me, I'm efficient in dice games.
then you would be proficient in it. And when so you can all play the game. You, because you're proficient with dice games, get to add your proficiency bonus when you're rolling and playing the game.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Yeah, you can be proficient in the game. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Let me make sure. Am I right that I'm?
You have a soldier background?
You said go to my background.
No, I'm asking.
Say that again.
Is it a soldier's background?
It is a soldier's background. Yes.
That is why you have proficiency with dice stuff.
Okay. All right.
So soldiers like to sit around and play games.
You took proficiency with playing cards. Playing card set is. Oh no, that's the tool that you have. Excuse me.
Okay.
Proficiency. I don't see that, but that's not the end of the world.
I think I did take playing cards.
Yeah, that's what I see.
Okay. Then yeah, I took playing cards. Never mind.
No worries.
Do you know? Can you check mine?
Yep.
The reason I'm asking because if she likes to play that, if anyone has proficiency in that, that might be a good opportunity to toss them into that.
Paul has a dice set and proficiency with it.
Okay.
So as you roll up to the tavern, you see I have a marker for this. Give me just a second here.
I love the music.
Go
yeah.
ahead.
Reminds me of the run
If
thing.
it's too loud for you guys can go over to your music tab and turn that down.
It's actually perfect.
I like.
What is that? All right. There should be notes on that, and I don't know where. What the hell? Ah, there it is. Okay. Flanking the entrance are two bouncers, and a suit of animated armor, and a gruff female half ogre stand in front of the doors, not preventing your entry, just kind of staring about. Oh, you guys are on the opposite side here. Let me put you where you can actually see. My apologies.
Ooh, nice.
I'm on the outside looking in.
Do you need us to roll again?
No, you guys don't necessarily need to roll initiative. So we'll do what's called basically narrative order, where as long as you guys are, allowing everybody else the opportunity to get their role play in, we can kind of free flow.
Good. Okay.
So Milo scampers up. Oh gosh, I'm sorry, Alex. What was your character's name?
Hildade.
Hildade, and then implores the one of the bouncers for admission into the tavern.
Okay. Are you talking to Clank or are you talking to Skuna?
Which one is Clank? What is Clank?
Clank is the suit of armor.
Suit of armor. Yeah, let's go with the half ogre lady.
Okay. So carry on your conversation.
Okay. I'm sorry. What was her name?
Skuna. Although you wouldn't necessarily know that.
Right. Okay. So, good morrow, maiden. May we have entrance into the tavern?
She kind of looks at you slowly, or at least you think she does. It's quite apparent she has a horrendously lazy eye, so she could be looking at the group behind you. You have no idea. But she kind of turns her head to look at the quite open doors and people streaming in and out of the tavern, and then looks back at you and doesn't say anything.
You did say they don't prevent our entrance, right?
Yeah,
It
we're
doesn't
just
appear
walking
as though
in.
they're going to. Yep.
Okay, so we can just walk in.
So with Milo climbing up on my back, I'm just gonna kind of saunter into the joint and see if I can make out where Tyrene is at.
Okay.
And I follow.
Same.
All right. You guys can go ahead and move your tokens.
No, we can't.
You should be able to.
Yeah, I was just able to move.
Yep. Nope, I'm just kind of dumb sometimes.
From time to time, the disembodied voice of a female elf fills the tavern with a melancholy song, giving the establishment its name, Elf Song Tavern. The ballad isn't loud enough to disrupt conversation, but most patrons stop speaking when the elf song begins, and then resume only after it ends. Many customers frequent the tavern in hopes of hearing it. Those of you who speak Elvish can understand the lyrics, which lament an unnamed lover lost at sea. No one's sure how the spirit came to haunt the tavern, just as no one can predict when it will sing again.
That's cool. That's cool. Do we know yet what these characters are? I see some commoners. What are the other ones?
If it doesn't say commoner or anything necessarily beneath them, indicate to me which ones you might be looking at, and I can give you descriptions for some of them.
It's the one.
If you use your mouse, if you click and hold on a spot, it'll actually ping for me, so I can see exactly where you're looking. That guy there.
Yeah.
Okay. So he actually, I might be able to. Info. Yeah, so he's kind of like a well-armed patron. He's got, you can tell he's seen a few battles, has a weapon by his side, some armor, a cloak around him, and he's not looking to start a fight or anything. He's just sitting and enjoying his drink.
All right, well, I'd like to approach him if I can do that.
Okay.
And I introduce myself. I say, "Hey, friend."
He looks up at you. Well met.
And I ask him about the woman that runs this place. I say, "Are you familiar with the woman that runs this place?"
He kind of laughs and looks at you. I think you might be confused, friend. A male half-elf runs this establishment.
I holler back to this point. Who's closest to me?
Looks like Theron is across the table.
I holler over at Theron and I say, "What's that woman's name?"
Bjorn, I don't seem to remember, but I do remember she has long dark hair.
The guy that you're talking to is going to kind of wide-eyed stare at you and then look around the room, where you note about 7 or 8 ladies matching that description.
I holler back to Theron and I say, "Can you ask somebody closer to you?"
Yeah, I'd like to walk across the room a little bit.
Okay.
Over to. Well, actually, instead of walking, can I just scout, like, look around the room for a lady with long dark hair playing a game, like a dice game?
Sure. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
1 second.
You look around the room and see the same group of long-haired ladies, and none of them are playing any games.
Okay.
So I jump down off of Hildade's shoulder, and I walk over to this lady here, flanked by 3 other soldiers, it would appear, and introduce myself, saying I've been deputized, and I'm searching for oh gosh, her name's Tyrell, I believe. Something. Have you met anyone of a similar name to that?
I mean, I'm sure I have. Could you be more specific?
So we are looking to find the lair of the what is it? The Bad 3. I shout over to Bjorn and ask what the name of the organization is that we're trying to take down.
And I yell at you and say, "I really can't remember. I have no idea."
Given that this conversation didn't happen too long ago, you'll recall that her name was Tarina, and the name of the group is the Dead Three.
All right, let me grab a pen.
Yeah, I'm trying to write
I'll
this
tell you
down.
what. Actually, it's so the easiest way to do it is if you guys go into Discord and go to your Avernus chat tab. If you go into notes, you can make notes such as Tarina.
You can also use the bio tab of your character sheet for notes.
That's true.
Where is that? Okay, yeah. So the bio tab and character sheet. Let me see if that'd be easy.
Okay, cool.
Bio tab. Oh, cool. I appreciate that.
All right, so, well, then, in light of that, I say to the soldier, the name's Tarina.
He-
So I
Okay. Go ahead.
yeah. No, I address the lady. Have you do you know of Tyrina in this establishment?
Oh my, I totally forgot.
No, not by name. No. Also, she kind of peers at you and like really can't figure out. Like you can tell she wants to ask a question, Milo, but she's a little bit hesitant.
Okay. And what if I dictate an action? This is Seth speaking again. Is that something that then you would dictate whether I need to roll for, like persuasion or perception or anything like that?
In general, yes, unless you know specifically, hey, I'm trying to do this thing. I'd like to use this roll.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, besides just persuasion, I tell her, like this is really important. We're on an official mission here. Anything that you can, any information that you may have, or insights would be much appreciated.
She smiles at you. Give me an insight check.
Okay. And this is normal again?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Insight. Oh, that's not gonna be pretty. That's not bad.
You get the feeling that she's not quite taking you seriously. She kind of leans forward and kind of comes down to your level. Where are your parents at, small one?
I immediately shout over to Hildade and say, "Papa, please ask the nice lady where Tarina is."
Hildade, who had been just kind of surveying the room, saunters on over. I'm sorry, what?
Is this your child? He's adorable. What's his name?
Oh, he goes by Milo. He hasn't been bothering you, has he?
No, not at all. He's a sweet little lad. Here, lad. She reaches into her pocket and pulls out a sweet and pops it directly into your mouth, despite any attempt at a protest you might make.
Lovely. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So,
you're welcome.
Having now kind of been dragged into the conversation, like, well, I'm guessing the boy's asking questions.
Yeah,
Zodge, Zodge sent us to find Tyrina.
She kind of goes wide-eyed and looks at you. I'm sorry. Who's Zodge?
Can I make an insight check to see if she's playing dumb?
Give me an insight check.
Ooh.
You are absolutely certain that she really doesn't know who Zodge is.
He's the captain with the flaming fist.
Oh, those buggers. She kind of turns and goes back to her drink, clearly dissatisfied with this conversation.
Can I hop in?
Yeah.
So I'd like to peer around the room for what looks to be a bartender.
You spot him at the bar back here, the half elf, probably the one that was prior named by the gentleman that Bjorn is talking with.
Okay, I'd like to skip over to the Bartender?
You're skipping, like
Yes.
actually skipping.
Yes.
Okay. So he kind of rocks back on his heels and looks at you. You know, I know it's really difficult for an elf to get drunk, but it seems like you're already on your way there. What are you having?
I'll have a whiskey.
How about some ale?
An ale would be wonderful.
Yeah, all right. It'll be 2 coppers then.
All right, there you go. So Mr. Bartender, I have a question for you.
My name's Alan. Go ahead.
You said your name's Dallin?
Alan?
Alan. Oh, okay. I apologize. So we're in the area looking for a certain someone.
Aren't we all?
Absolutely. Have you heard of anyone by the name of Tyrina?
He kind of furrows his brow a little bit and raises an eyebrow. What does she owe you money to?
We're on a mission looking for a little bit of information. If you're able to grant me that, I what do like my backpack? Do I have anything in there?
You should have an entire list of things that you
Yeah,
have in there.
give me 1 second. Let me look at it. Do I know if I have any money?
You do. You have 10 gold pieces, although you just broke one of those down for the copper for your thing. So
All right. How many copper for a gold?
100. So you have 98 copper and 9 gold.
Okay. Any information you give me would I'd definitely give you a little bit of compensation in return.
He kind of looks at you, waiting to see what you offer.
I throw a 50 copper coin onto the table.
Yeah, all right. She's upstairs.
Okay. All right. Me and the boy. Can you point me in the direction of upstairs?
He kind of raises an eyebrow as the stairs are clearly visible in the corner of the room.
Okay. I'm
You
gonna.
sure you're not drunk?
No, I'm good. I skip over to the stairs.
Your ale sloshes all over, and by the time you get there, it's pretty much empty.
That's all right. I'm gonna leave the boys down here, and I'm gonna head upstairs.
Okay. Is anybody watching Theron through this exchange?
Yes.
All right.
Pretty close to him.
Are you gonna follow him up the stairs, Bjorn?
No, I think I'm gonna let him go.
Okay.
So-
Milo, you get splashed with a little bit of ale as he skips past you.
Rude. I don't take any damage to it.
It's fucking ale, buddy.
A little bit of a
Good
contact, but
analogy.
you don't have much of the constitution.
I follow him upstairs.
Okay.
I follow too because now I'm scared because the little guy goes up there.
Oh shit.
Wondering what kind of shenanigans his apparent son is going to get into. Hildade will also head upstairs.
As you crest the top of the stairs, you see a group of characters sitting around a table throwing dice.
Okay. Now, at the people around the table throwing dice, which one is it the one on the left of the people that is the long dark haired woman?
Actually, both of the women at this table. I know that this looks like a man with a beard, but it's actually a woman.
Okay.
Both of them at the table have long dark hair.
Okay. Can I move up to the table and see if I can join in on their game?
You're initially met with kind of raised eyebrows as they're in the middle of the game. And the individual sitting back here at this table kind of suggests patience for a second, let them finish their game.
Okay.
Maybe introduce yourself.
Okay. So let me just stand next to the guy over here and just kind of hold off. I throw a quarter or a copper penny on, signifying that I'm next.
Okay. You do so. How's the rest of the party acting at this point?
I'll let you guys go first.
Keep in mind, we don't want to piss anybody off.
I
Fun being
move to the other side of person signifying the to kind of wait for the next game and introduce myself, saying, "Hello, my name is Milo Underbow. Who might you be?"
You're speaking to the person here.
I am indeed.
Okay. Let me move them so I can actually read their thing. This individual looks back at you and nods. I'm Rahima, and that's all they say.
Well met, Rahima. How do you know these lovely group of gentlemen and women?
Rahima will kind of, again, very cold shoulder, raise an eyebrow at you. I served with them on ship. What does it matter? Who are you?
Would you like to jump in here, Paul? Or?
Sure. I walk over to this woman right here.
Which
and
one?
I engage in conversation.
Okay, the one in the corner.
Yeah. So I stop over there and I introduce myself. I say, "What's your name?"
So what you see before you is a also a halfling similarly sized to Milo. And she appears to have a scent of different herbs and poultices about her. And she's very snooty when she looks at you and raises an eyebrow. My name's Willow, but I'm not entirely sure why you're talking to me.
Yeah.
I absolutely apologize for interrupting you sitting here alone. I'm kind of a jerk back.
Yeah. You just walk up and talk to random people, like not even an introduction.
Well, that's what I do. I'm sorry. My name's Bjorn. I have trouble saying my name.
Yeah, I can understand. It's a little bit of a hard name to pronounce. When you say it's belt buckle, is that what you said it was?
You can call me Belt Buckle if you like. This Bjorn.
I'd rather just not talk to you at all, if that's quite all right.
That's perfectly fine. This is the worst exchange of worst contact I've ever had. Thank you. I very quickly walk away.
While Paul walks away, I'd like to glance over to Milo and hint that he walks over and talks with her.
All right. Fitz is here, so we're gonna kind of work Fitz into the group here. So Fitz is actually, his character is sitting at the table back here, throwing bones with this group back here. So in addition to the two that you see at the table, you also see a very dark skinned elf sitting at the table. Also, hi Fitz.
Hey, Fitz.
Hola, can you hear me?
Yep.
Sure.
How's it going, guys?
Doing all right. We actually have the parts that you've missed recorded. I'll find a way with Cole to make sure that those are available for anybody who's not here tonight.
I've been listening for the last 10 minutes. It's been great.
I do have a channel, so I'll send out the link once the video is uploaded because I'm just gonna record the whole game.
Gotcha. Paul, that was a great meet and greet that you just had.
Yeah. I got the cold shoulder pretty quick, so I just walked away. But understand my character. You don't know my character's backstory, so.
Did Milo take my little head nod to go over to the half elf? Or is it the half? I'm sorry, the halfling.
That's a question for Milo.
I'm waiting.
Yeah, we're pretty close. I'll take your advice and I move over beside the other halfling in the room and start conversation. Tell her, well met. My name is Milo. What's yours?
As she sees you coming, she clutches at her coin purse and kind of glares at you. As you try and talk to her, she mutters under her breath something along the lines of, "What is it? Talk to the pretty woman in the room last night? Like, leave me alone." She gives you a fairly discourteous pretend smile that you just feel has the words "fuck you" written all over it, and she doesn't deign to respond.
Resisting all urges to pickpocket this woman, I stand beside the dejected Bjorn and shaking my head.
Theron, at this point in time, their game is over. If you wanted to jump in on the next, is anybody else getting in on this next round?
I'd like to. I think I have skill in that.
Yeah, I'll jump in.
All right.
This is not going well.
Okay, so I'm gonna kind of try to talk you guys through the rules of this game if you guys actually want to play the game. Otherwise, I'll just narrate it out how it's gonna happen. But
I'd enjoy playing the game. I have a pen and paper I've been writing stuff down on.
Yeah, I'd like to play.
okay, I'm gonna copy and paste this into your notes on Discord so that you guys have access to it. But basically, you guys will go around the table. Is Hilde jumping in on this, or?
Nope, he's just going to continue watching from the back of the room.
All right. The gentleman at this end of the table will roll first. And to do this, you're going to, in chat, type /r space 3d6, then hit enter. And then it will, oh, excuse me, everybody needs to pony up 2 copper into the pot.
Okay, how do I do that? Is it just automatic or?
If you go into your character sheet, right underneath attacks and spellcasting, you'll see CP, SP, EP, GP, PP.
Yeah, I see all my money.
Just subtract 2 off of that. If you don't have any copper yet, you can break 1 of your gold down into 100 copper.
Okay.
And how many copper was it to enter the game?
2.
2.
All right, so this is my character sheet, or is this?
Yep, that's on your character sheet.
Levi, just for future reference, what did you say the name of this game was so I can write it down?
This game is called Baldur's Bones. You guys are in a city called Baldur's Gate.
Okay.
So is it? Am I right? Do I have 25 gold then?
Let me double check your character sheet.
Motherfucker's rich, bro. Holy shit.
That is accurate.
All right, so can I break down 2 of those into 200 copper?
Yeah, you can.
As we'll make change now.
All right, so play
And that
continues.
woman there, that woman could have known that I had a lot of money.
I mean, it might have made a difference, but it might not have. All right, so Seth, go ahead and roll your 3d6.
So it's r/space.
Nope, slash.
36.
So it's /r space 3d6.
/r space 36.
There you go. And next will be this next individual. All right, and then Bjorn.
All right. Second. /R 3d6, right?
/r space 3d6.
/R 3d6.
There you go. All right, and then the next woman will roll.
Now, by the way, do I need to somehow like initiate my like power of dice or whatever the hell it's called?
No. Since you guys are actually playing the game, we're gonna let these dice take over. If you were, just saying, yeah, hey, I'm gonna do this thing, and you wanted me to narrate it, then I would, at that point in time, just have you roll your proficiency to see how well you did. So as we come around, you guys have the option to stand or roll. You want to be the closest to 21 without busting. And you can add 1 die at a time. Or I'm sorry, Cole, go ahead, buddy.
I already did. I'm at 14.
Oh, okay, excellent. So this guy is going to roll 1 additional d6. Puts him to 16. And to do that, you're going to type /r space 1d6.
So do we have to roll one, or can we do what we want?
Player who rolls takes an additional die and rolls. So it's one at a time.
Okay.
So Seth, you're next. You can either stand where you're at or roll. All right, so you're going to add that to your prior roll.
Ooh,
Yeah, 21. Safe.
All right.
from the dot.
All right, Paul.
All right, so you said I can roll one by putting a 1 into the 3.
Correct.
Okay. These dice are how many sided dice? Regular dice.
Yep, 6-sided dice.
I rolled again because I keep, when you say Paul, I keep hearing Cole. I apologize.
Is there something else? Yeah, do you want me to call you by your character's name? Will that
Yeah,
help?
yeah, you can say Theron.
Okay. All right, so Paul, you're adding a 6 to your prior roll, which brings you to 10.
Yep.
And then this individual will roll.
I don't know why I did that anyways, man. Even if I got 2 6s, then it would only be 12 and I'd be at 16. I don't know why I did that.
Do you want me to roll again, or just go off of what I just rolled?
Go off of what you just rolled. Just make
Okay.
sure you guys are keeping track of your numbers. I'm trying to keep track of the NPCs. So,
Yeah, I'm at 16 right at the moment.
all right, this guy's gonna roll. And then Seth, I imagine you're standing pat.
Oh yeah.
Paul,
All right, I'm gonna roll.
if it's easier, you can, if you're clicked into the chat box, you can hit up on your arrows and then hit enter just to send the same thing that you just sent to the chat.
Well, I'm gonna do 3 this style. Man, I went over.
No, one at a time. Buddy. I'm gonna take your 4 first.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Yeah, I have to do 1.
Yep.
My
So
bad.
that puts you. That's okay. It puts you at 14, and then the next player will roll, and then Theron.
I will roll one more time.
Okay.
1d6.
The one time you want to have you dice, dude.
I'm out. I went over.
Okay. This next player will roll, and he's at 20. Oops. Needed to add 2, not add 20. All right. Seth, you're still standing pat, and then this individual just went over, so they're out. Bjorn. All right, adding a 5. What's that put you at?
Puts me in 19.
19. That sounds right. Okay. And then the next individual. Nope, did that wrong. Okay. And Theron's out. This guy is going to try to roll because it's either share the pot or get nothing. And he's busts, so he's out. This individual will roll and busts. She's out. Paul.
I have to do the same thing, right? Because I'm at 20 still. He's at Seth, you're at 21, right?
Yep.
Oh, look at that.
Hey.
So that puts you at 20 or 21?
20. Oh no, 20. Wow. Damn.
Okay. All right, and this individual will roll. All right. Comes back around. Everybody else is out except Paul.
I'm out.
All right, you're out. And this individual will roll. Lands right at 20. And we'll roll once again and busts. Milo takes the pot.
Now, how do we give him our money?
So he's just gonna add the pot to his copper on his sheet, so that's 12 copper.
Okay, and so it's 2 copper per thing.
Well, it was last game. So at the point that you guys go around the table, the long-haired individual here will kind of size up the group. Yeah, all right. If we're gonna do this, let's do it, right? Let's up the ante. 1 gold per pot.
Well,
I'm in.
I'd like to introduce myself, but I would I'm down to meet that.
So I say that this was a fun game. I appreciate all of y'all's money. And then I casually ask if anybody knows Tarina at the table.
Immediately, all 4 people, 1, 2, 3, and 4, send their hands to the hilts of their weapons and look real suspicious.
Thanks.
Who's asking?
All right, what was the captain of the guard's name?
Zaj.
Zaj. Okay. Zaj has sent us looking to take down those that would worship the dead three. We're requisitioned from Zaj himself.
What's that got to do with me?
Who's speaking?
Sorry, that's the young lady over here that looks like a dwarf that is not actually a dwarf.
Oh, what's that got to do with me? I say, well met, Tarina. I was directed here from Zaj himself. I was told that you would have information as to where we could begin to stymie the flow of murders coming through the city and plaguing these streets.
She kind of thinks about it for a moment. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could help, but yeah, I'm gonna need your help with something before I agree to help you.
What would that be?
Well, there's a rumor has it that some of my former associates are looking for me, as it were, and they should be here. I don't know, within the hour. You kill them, and I'll help you.
How many associates are we looking at?
That's a good question. At the point in time that I robbed them, there was a crew of about 40, but most of them died because I lit the ship on fire.
Okay.
So anywhere between 40 and 1. I'm not sure.
What do you have to supply us with? Like, what do you have to help us with that?
She looks up and eyes the dark elf sitting across the table. Deacon will help you.
Okay.
Well played. Well played.
Okay. What do you guys think? Do we accept this?
Does Hildane hear any of this conversation?
Sorry.
They're not whispering by any means.
Okay. And the only question he's going to ask is whether or not the bouncers have a preference for inside or outside.
I'm not sure. You could go ask him if you wanted to, she says with this sly smile on her face. Give me a perception check, Alex.
Okay.
Looking around, you see that a lot of the tables and chairs, at least in this room, have seen their fair number of repairs. They're not brand new by any means, and several of them look like they've been broken several times and patched back together. So you gather that this tavern is not one that has not seen its fair share of rows.
With them being here within the hour, how do you guys feel about setting up downstairs, sitting down, and just waiting to see when they pop in?
Tarina nods at the wisdom of that idea.
Yeah, let's set up and
No,
get ready.
Yeah, all right. But he's gonna point at Tarina. You get the repair bill, though.
She kind of pats the air with her hands and smiles. It's fine. It's fine. Alan, I'm sure, will be happy to take my coin.
mm,
Can yeah, all right, yeah, fuck it, I'm down with it.
we had learned earlier that she owes Alan
Me
money
too.
already, I think, right?
He had asked if she
Yeah.
owed us money.
She has his money, I thought.
The question that Alan asked was, what does she owe you money to? But that doesn't
Right.
necessarily say that
I
he's
guess.
the one that she's in debt to, or if it's somebody else.
I'd imagine if she's up there, then she doesn't owe him money. You guys just want to set up downstairs, grab a seat, and
Yeah,
see what
do
happens.
it anyway. I'm down.
Let's rock.
All right.
Yeah.
I will move you all back down. Deacon, are you joining them downstairs?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Do we get an introduction for Deacon?
He can introduce himself if he'd like. He was assigned to your group by Tarina. He's been with them for a few days. He secured passage from one of the outlying isles with her crew and has just kind of been aimlessly hanging out with them since.
I just want to confirm, Deacon has a low health, right?
I'm a glass.
So that question is what we refer to as metagaming.
Okay, yeah.
Your character can look at him and see that he's kind of frail, and you have a suspicion that if you were to hit him hard enough, he might fall down real quick.
Okay.
As far as the number of his health or anything like that, that's not something that your character would inherently know.
Okay. Well, while we wait, let's post up, figure out where it would be best for us to set up. I'm gonna sit by the bar since I'm rocking my bow.
I'm gonna get right up there in front.
That would be best.
Are you guys waiting with weapons drawn?
No,
Are you
no,
kind of trying to stay inconspicuous?
we're
Inconspicuous.
we're waiting on edge, no weapons drawn, but definitely at the ready.
Okay.
I've got my flail sitting on the ground next to me in reaching position.
Okay.
I'm sitting at that table.
What Andrew, what's your character's name so I can write it down?
Deacon.
Deacon?
Yeah.
Which of the group here speaks Elvish?
I do. I think most of us do, except for Paul and Fitz. Or somebody, maybe Paul and Jones.
I don't.
I don't.
I don't.
I gotta check.
Bjorn does speak Elvish and Dwarvish.
Where do you see that? Like what all languages they speak?
Bottom left of your sheet,
Okay.
it should give you your proficiencies, and it'll tell you the languages you speak
Yeah.
there.
Okay, so Common and Elvish.
Oh, easy, Fitz. You good, buddy?
It's a hell of a lot of intelligence checks for some reason.
Button. So, you guys have heard the elf song go a couple of times now, and note that each time it does happen, pretty much everybody in the tavern quiets down to listen. This particular time that the elf song happens, those of you who are paying attention, which I assume that if the tavern goes quiet, all of you are listening. Those who speak Elvish, if you check your journal, you should have a handout of elf song. you note that the words this time are different than they have been in the past. And the bartender in particular, who's also the owner, looks really surprised at this.
Oh.
I'm still okay.
And so is this what can I do with this? Can I yeah, because no one's close to me. Can I give a look to everybody to essentially let them know like, hey, stand be ready anytime soon?
I mean, you can communicate with them verbally. You want to move because it is, once the song ends, it is a tavern. People go right back to talking, and conversation flares up so that you can't really hear the person talking across the bar.
Hmm. You said Bjorn actually speaks Elvish too?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do too.
Okay.
So I tell, I'm sorry, I don't know by the character figures there who's next to me. Would that be Hilded? Did I say it correctly? Hilded?
Yep, that's me.
That's you?
That's me.
Okay, so do you speak Elvish?
Nah, fam. I hit
Okay.
things. That's about the extent of me.
All right, so I look over at you, and I clutch my sword and I say, "Be ready."
Okay. Backstories. Who would consider their characters travelers?
I would assume me.
Okay.
I would.
If you would consider your character to be a traveler, give me a history check.
A traveler,
Mm-hmm.
like someone that just travels around. Well, it cut out for a second.
Yeah. So if you consider your character to be somebody who's well traveled and has maybe been all over the Sword Coast, that sort of a thing, give me a history check.
How you do that?
Go into your character sheet, go to your skills, which is going to be towards the left side, not the far left, and then find history and click that.
Okay.
Damn.
That was a good roll.
All right. So Milo, Deacon, and Bjorn, the three of you have all been to El Terrell in the past. Obviously, separately, you guys aren't really well familiar with each other. But you guys know from the words. Oh, you know what, Milo, you don't speak Elvish, do you?
I do not.
Okay, so you can disregard this. But the two of you that do speak Elvish and did roll, so Fitz and Paul, you guys have been to El Terrell before, and you know that the companion referred to within the lyrics is a name given to the artificial sun that burns over El Terrell, protecting the city and its surrounding lands against the undead.
Okay.
So the line there that says "Sleep safe beneath companion's light until the dawn does call," you understand that to mean the sun that burns over El Terrell.
Gotcha.
All right.
Alan is going to kind of raise an eyebrow and look at Theron as the closest person and be like, do you speak Elvish?
Yes.
Right, weird that was. The whole song changed. It's never done that here. Not the 20 years I've owned the tavern.
What do you take of that?
I'm not entirely sure, but Hell Riders, those are the defenders of El Terrell, so it's strange that she'd be singing about them. That's so weird.
Theron just ignores it, and yeah, we're just at the ready.
Okay.
Yeah, it is weird.
Fountain here, who's been listening to this conversation between the two of you, kind of turns around and says, Hell Riders, that's, yeah, no, they called them that because, lore has it that they rode the Hell Riders of Elturel, you know, the pious folk. They were called the Hell Riders because they rode into the Nine Hells on horseback to fight devils, and most of them never returned.
Hmm.
It's strange.
Yeah, no, that is super strange. I don't know where to go from there.
I'm beginning to think we should probably put away our weapons and walk away.
I'm getting a little worried. Hmm.
What happened with those that did return?
That's a good question. So as you ask that question, a group of men walk into the bar,
Oh, snap.
and 8 motley humans saunter into the tavern. The leader's a brawny man with a cloudy right eye, a cruel sneer, and a pirate's swagger. The others are an unsavory, rowdy bunch who act as if they own the place. We're looking for an old friend of ours, says the dead-eyed man. He sniffs the air. Goes by the name Tarina, so I'm told. Loves to cheat at Baldur's Bones, she does.
Hmm. So me being really close, I try and obscure myself behind tables, chairs, stools, etc., and I attempt to pickpocket this man.
Oh,
Give me a stealth check to get close to him.
Do I get advantage for being a little one?
Let me look at your character sheet.
Advantage because it's a
Nice.
crowded tavern.
And I'm a spy. Thieves can't, all that good stuff.
Halfling Nimbus, you can attempt to hide even when you're obscured only by a creature that is at least one size larger than you. Naturally stealthy gives you that. Okay. Nothing at this point in time that is going to give you advantage on that roll.
Okay, and I hit stealth, you said?
Yep.
Oh.
good.
Okay, so you get close to him, and he hasn't noticed you hiding underneath this table. If you want to pickpocket him, give me a sleight of hand check.
Get
Holy
wrecked.
shit.
Fucking right.
I think his trousers.
He's still in his world to live. He's now a millennial. Good job.
Too real, fam. Too real.
My bad.
Damn. Too much. No, I just rifle through and I take everything of value out of there and, you know, get acquainted with all the contents of his belongings to figure out who this guy is. Suss him out.
So you very deftly kind of reach into his vest without him noticing and pull forth a bag of coins.
Word. How many coins we got here?
Are you going to take the time to count it right this second?
Sure not. I'm gonna keep my nimble butt hidden underneath this table.
Okay.
I'm gonna stab him.
Who's stabbing here?
Jordan is stabbing the guy with the patch.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I need all of you to roll initiative. Make sure to select your token and then roll initiative from your character sheet.
Oh, I'm okay. All right.
It's fun playing with you guys.
TPK.
Yo, can I be ready to magic missile this guy? As soon as you get done stabbing him.
All right. So I'm looking for my initiatives here. So I click longsword. Right.
Nope. Initiative is going to be up. Remember where you saw disadvantage, normal, advantage? Directly under that is your initiative. You need to roll that first.
Are all of us rolling initiative?
If you have any intent in joining the fight or running away from the fight, yes.
So which one click?
What's the question, Fitz?
So you said click which one?
You have to select your token first, and then you have to click initiative. And then be patient with me because I have to add 8 other tokens to the initiative order here. Which, luckily, I was smart enough to roll their initiatives earlier, so I don't have to worry about rolling each individually. But
Yeah, can you do that for me, Levi? Because my screen's all black.
yeah,
Thanks.
Fucking Paul just going right in.
I'll back
I
him
mean,
up.
that's my character's backstory. Is that you know? I mean, and like we were all
ask
intent
questions
to-
later.
What's that?
I said stab first, ask questions later.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, and I know who these guys are. I think.
You think?
Well, they're looking for the girl that
Pirates, unrouted.
her
Routed
information.
them.
Need them.
And I forgot to select my token. Levi, I rolled a 17. Not sure if that came up on chat.
It did. 15 and turn. All right. So I've got Hildade, Theron, Deacon. Paul, you forgot to select your token when you rolled that.
I did. It says 6.
Yeah, you didn't select your token on the map, so it did not
So
automatically.
you can roll
want me to
it
do it?
pretty much
No, I
whenever.
got it. I fixed it. It's good.
If you don't click on your character before you roll your initiative, it doesn't automatically add it to that turn order.
Oh, okay. I bet.
All right. Hopefully this doesn't fuck everything to close that and reopen it. Yay, it didn't. Okay. Descending. All right. So Bjorn
Thanks.
gets first go. Bum bum bum. So go ahead and make your attack roll then.
Okay.
Please.
Okay. So you kind of slide your shield down your arm and grab your sword with both hands and swing at him and miss.
I always miss.
Anything else?
It's nothing left for me to. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay right there. That's good.
Okay. And so seeing that happen, this guy is going to push through the pile of bodies and swing at you. And he gets one attack. Does an 8 break your armor class?
No, it doesn't. It's 18.
Okay. So he's going to try and press in. Milo, you've got top of the order. It's your turn.
So being obscured under a table,
Mhm.
I lunge out towards the one-eyed man, cloudy-eyed man, with my, I guess, rapier.
Okay.
Assuming that I'm completely hidden at this point. Is that
You are.
advantage in? Just so I know how.
Advantage, and make sure you select your sneak attack damage as well, so that procs.
Advantage, and then I hit.
Where it says sneak attack, click that checkbox next to it.
Okay, and then I hit
rapier.
Rapier. Okay. And then I guess I shout to whoever's closest to me, to kill the leader, and hopefully the rest of them will disperse.
That's a critical hit, and I don't know why it's not adding your damage. Oh, okay. Well, you can just click it and it'll automatically roll. Excellent. That's cool. If you want to click that, because I didn't know that that's how that was set now, go ahead and click where it says rapier there underneath your critical hit.
Okay.
And then, so though that's 7 and then 15 damage, so 22 total damage.
Yeah.
Nice job, Milo.
As you jump out from underneath the table and stab him basically in the side, he roars, very surprised, and turns to regard you.
Uh-oh. I am surrounded by bad beds. After my attack, I forget again. Do I have movement, or is there anything else that
You can move. If you do move, you potentially risk provoking an attack of opportunity.
just from him though, right? Or like from all the other dudes?
Anyone
are
that you're
surrounded?
within threatened range of.
God damn. Yeah, I'm gonna keep my happy ass right where I'm at.
Stealth in plain sight.
Yeah.
All right, and then Fitz, you got next. Deacon's up.
All right. So again, my screen's all black. I can't click anything, but
Are you on a PC, like a laptop?
yeah,
Your screen's black?
yeah.
Hmm.
Try to refresh
Oh.
your page.
Hang on. I might know what needs to be done here.
He doesn't have night vision, I don't think. Does that count? Does that like matter at all?
No, he does have night vision.
He
He's a
does?
dark elf. You can see in
Okay.
the dark.
All
How
right.
about now, Fitz? You know what the problem is? You need to zoom out and look towards the left side of your map.
Yeah.
Let's see. There we go.
You're right here.
Yep.
And then the bad guy that has been stabbed is right here. And then all of the bearded tokens here is Kotiri.
Okay. So wait, do the bad guy again.
I will not.
Okay, perfect.
They're all bad guys, technically.
Yo. All right, I'm in the middle of Dungeons and Dragons. I'll get to it.
All right, so you attempt to cast Firebolt, and the spell kind of fizzles in your hand and doesn't go off. Anything further on your turn?
Nope.
Okay. The bandit here is going to kind of push his way out around here and push this commoner back into the corner and step up. Although he didn't see you casting the spell, and that's as far as his movement will allow him to go. 2, 3, 5, 6. This one will step to here to block off the stairs and anyone who might be trying to go up or down them. Deadeye himself is going to flip the table that you're hiding, or you were hiding under, Milo, and attack you. So he makes 3 melee attacks, 2 with scimitar and 1 with dagger.
Yeah.
Does a 14 meet or break your armor class?
About 15, so no.
Okay. So a 9 doesn't either. How about a 17?
By 2, yeah.
Okay, so that's a hit. Take 5 piercing damage.
Damn. Now, do I
At you, and washing over you is just the absolute, utter, reeking stench of rotting fish and just horrendous old ale.
Ugh.
This one here will then also take a swing at you.
Oh, shit.
Does an 18 hit?
18, yeah.
Okay, takes 2 slashing damage. Hildade.
Hildade's gonna grab his flail, stand up, and swing on this dude.
Okay, you do so. Okay, so your flail catches him sidelong in the side of the head and bloodies him pretty badly. For everybody keeping score and taking note, when I say bloodied or bloodies, means it takes him at least, if not more than, below half health. Anything further on your turn?
Not currently.
Okay. Seeing you swing on his friend like that, this one is gonna try and stab your friend. Milo, does a 20 hit?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Take 5.
I am downed.
Okay.
3 and then went 5, so I'm not sure if that's, you know, how you said like you have or insta down or like critical death or whatever.
So right now your full hit points are 10. So if I scored 20 damage in a single hit on you, it would instantly kill you.
Okay.
But I didn't do that, so you're dropped, and you'll get to do what's called making death saving throws on your turns.
Okay.
Theron.
Okay. I have a net. How far away do I need to be to throw that?
10 feet.
Let's see. A net has a range of 5 to 15 feet. So you can use it at 5 feet and not incur any penalty, or you can use it at 15 feet and it's at disadvantage.
Okay, I will move up behind Bjorn. I will throw the net at Cloudy Guy to see if I can immobilize him.
You're throwing that at Deadeye here?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, take note that restrained means that his speed becomes 0. He can't benefit from any bonus to speed. Attack rolls against him have advantage. His attack rolls have disadvantage. And then he has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Okay. So yeah, I'd like to throw my net on him. How does one?
You're going to make an attack roll with it.
So click on net.
Yep. All right. He as you throw the net at him, kind of just drops it out of the air with his sword and looks at you. I work on a fishing rig. You really think that I'm dumb enough to be caught in a net?
Do I have any other options?
That was your attack. You can move if you still have remaining movement.
Yeah, I do. So I'm gonna back up.
Okay.
Back up behind the bar.
Okay. Bjorn.
I'm gonna throw an attack at that guy again.
Okay.
Now, what's the do you mind telling me the difference again between the two-handed and one-handed thing?
Yep. So if you use one-handed, you can still gain benefit to your AC from your shield. And if you use two-handed, you don't get the AC benefit, which is just 2 from your shield.
Okay, so the benefit's only 2.
To your AC, yeah.
It should be what is putting you at 18.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna do one-handed. I did two-handed last time. Let's do one-handed. Hopefully, I hit.
Nice.
That's a critical hit. So go ahead and click where it says longsword one-handed there in the chat, and it'll roll your damage. All right.
Heck yeah. Get him.
Nice.
All right, so that's 15 more damage for you.
Multiply for.
No, that's you see the 8 plus 7.
Yeah.
It's not multiplied. You roll the damage twice. It's added, and if you roll over it, you can see all the modifiers and everything.
Mm-hmm.
He is now bloodied.
Woo!
Anything further on your turn?
No.
Okay. Bandit just down south, we'll call it south, just south of you, is going to attack you with his scimitar. He critically hits you for 10 slashing damage.
Okay. Doesn't go over my 18, right?
Well, he rolled, and with his addition, it comes out to 23.
Okay.
But he rolled a 20 critical hit, so it does like you could have a 50 AC. If he rolls a critical hit, it hits.
Oh, okay.
So you take 10 damage.
Okay. So 10 comes out of my 30 then, right? My 30's in the red.
Your 30's in the red. That's your speed. The one in the middle is your health.
Oh, okay. So I take 10 out of my health.
Yeah, and you can actually click that, type -10, and then hit enter, and it'll subtract it for you automatically.
Okay.
And then he will pass his turn. This bandit is going to attack Hildade. Does a 9 or break your armor class?
No.
Okay. He'll pass his turn. Milo, give me a death saving throw. So on your character sheet,
Yep.
you see where it says death saves?
Uh,
Current hit points,
Yeah.
temporary hit points directly underneath that death
Yep.
save. Click
Yep.
that.
uh-huh.
So if it's below a 10, it's a failure. So go ahead and check off your first failure bubble there. If it's below 10, it's a failure. If it's above 10, it's a pass. If it's 10 or above, it's a pass. 3 passes and you stabilize. 3 failures and you're dead.
Gotcha.
A critical failure on that check results in 2 failures. A critical success
Right.
results in 2 passes.
Okay. Do I have any saving throws as far as that goes as part of my class?
Nope.
Okay.
Unfortunately, nobody's really good at dying. Although barbarians get a thing that basically allows them, if they were gonna, as long as they're not like massive damaged, which is the double their health, they can drop to 1 hit point instead of to 0.
Okay, cool.
Keep raging.
Although that is a saving throw, so if you roll a 1, you can re-roll the die, but you must use the new roll. And that's, you can get the benefit of that for being lucky as a halfling.
Right.
Fits.
All right.
Moving back.
And then let's.
Thinking about a spell to cast. Thinking about a spell to cast. What spell is he gonna cast?
Thunder Wave.
Magic missile, and that's targeting whom?
The leader.
Okay. 1d4 plus 1, and that should be 3 of those, right? Magic missile is automatically 3 missiles. I'm dumb, so let me double check that real quick. Magic missile, and then make sure that you account for that spell slot usage. Create 3 glowing darts, each deals 1d4 plus 1. Okay. So yeah, he takes 2, 4, 6 damage. Anything else on your turn?
No, that's it.
This bandit here is going to step up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's going to swing at you, just having seen that attack. Does a 12 meet or break your armor class?
Definitely.
Take 7 slashing damage.
Man, I kind of put us in a shitty spot here.
Yeah, you did.
And then this bandit is going to start heading upstairs.
Oh no.
Deadeye is going to bellow in rage at the stab wound on his side and the missiles he just took to the chest. And he is going to step up to here. So, Paul, he's leaving your threat range. You get an attack of opportunity against him. So go ahead and make an attack.
I can hear you. Yeah. Let's go get some peppers.
That misses. And he's going to make his attacks at Hildade. Does a 13 hit?
Nope.
Does a 21 hit?
Yep.
6 damage. Does a 22 hit?
Yep.
An additional 4 damage on top of that.
I'm unconscious. Wait, you said 6 and 4?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not unconscious.
Okay. This bandit is going to step up and swing at Paul. Does a 9 hit?
No.
Okay. Hildade.
Hildade's gonna swing back at Deadeye.
Okay. That misses.
that is my turn.
All right. This bandit is also going to head to move up the stairs. Theron?
Theron will move over to Deacon and use his scimitar against the bandit.
All right.
1 second.
You guys like how the music just keeps playing in the tavern as the fight goes on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I rolled a 14.
Okay. 14 will hit. So go ahead and roll your damage. 8 slashing damage. Okay. So you step in and sweep your scimitar across and kind of catch him in the belly. Anything further on your turn?
He was bloodied already, right?
That one hadn't taken any damage.
No. Okay. All right. So he's not bloodied then. All right. Let's.
He is bloodied. He is now bloodied. Yep.
He is now bloodied. Okay. All right. Then that's all I have.
Okay. Bjorn.
I think I'm gonna move headed towards the stairs.
Okay. Take note that any of these squares that you move through, if they're threatened spaces, you incur a potential attack of opportunity.
Okay.
So my recommendation is if you're trying to do that, you can
I'm
use.
going to move to attack the leader.
Hang on.
What's that?
Before you do that, let's explore all of your options. So you can use the action disengage, which means that you can step back and then not incur any of those attacks of opportunity, but then you forego your ability to either dash or attack on your turn. So he doesn't get an attack of opportunity on you, but you can't run and you can't attack anybody this turn.
Oh man, hard choice. It's gonna take me forever to get up those stairs. I think I'm just gonna attack the leader again and hope that I kill him.
Okay. Also, as a paladin, you do have the ability to lay on hands, which means that you can heal yourself or somebody else within touch range up to 5 points, but you would do that instead of attacking.
Okay, I'm going to heal my friend over here, Milo.
Okay. So you're going to step up and reach down to heal Milo.
Okay, sounds good. Do I have to press any?
I'll take care of it on your character sheet. Up to 5. How many points of healing are you doing for him?
I can choose how many points?
Yep.
Up to a maximum at first level should be 5.
Yep.
Okay, so if I don't use all the points, then can I use some on myself after or something?
On your next turn, yes.
All right, then let's do 3.
Okay. So you have 2 left, and Milo, you are conscious and back in the fight.
Bird.
Anything further on your turn, Bjorn?
No, that's all.
Okay. This bandit is going to attack you. He critically misses and gets his sword stuck in the table next to you. This one here is going to break off, so he's going to disengage and move for the stairs. Milo, it's your turn.
All right. I shout my thanks at Bjorn for the 3 hit points, and then I try and finish this dude off, all bloodied and messed up. So I'll go for
He is
bloody
surrounded at this point in time, so you can go ahead and make that attack at advantage.
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
Yep, he's surrounded at this point in time, so you can go ahead and make your attack at advantage, which means you also get to add your sneak attack damage to it.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So, and he's surrounded by like a table or anything else? Like he's just...
He's surrounded by hostiles right now.
Yeah, he's got hostiles on at least 2 sides of him, and realistically, he doesn't have much of a way out. So that's a house rule. It really depends on the situation as to whether or not I'll immediately grant advantage on it. But usually, I will if you guys have somebody flanked on 2 sides.
Okay, so I got sneak attack checked, have advantage using my rapier.
Okay, that's a hit. So go ahead and roll your damage. So a total of 14 damage. Okay. He's looking really hurt. Anything further on your turn?
Let me see. I've got. So he could do the saving throw as he could as well. No, I guess that's it.
Okay. Deacon.
Hey, let's see. I'm pretty much dead, right?
What's that?
So I'm pretty much dead, aren't I?
How much damage did you take?
Enough to destroy my ass.
So you're Sub-Zero?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so you need to make a death saving throw.
Yeah.
Which is going to be on your cord, and that's going to be right next to where you see hit dice D6 in the middle, death saves at the bottom. Do you see it?
No.
Okay, what word are you reading right now? What are you looking at?
All right, I just scrolled all the way back up to the very top.
Okay, so you see where it says advantage, normal, disadvantage?
Yeah.
Look directly beneath that to initiative. Look beneath that to current hit points. Look beneath that to temporary hit points. There's 2 boxes underneath that. You look at the right hand one where it says death saves. Click that.
Got it.
All right, so you passed. So we're going to check off that first bubble. You need 3 successes to stabilize, and that's your turn. This bandit is going to attack Theron. He'll swing back with his scimitar. Does a 16 meter break your armor class?
Yes.
Okay, take 2 damage.
Okay.
That's his turn. You hear some shouting coming from upstairs, and the sound of chairs being kicked back, etc. It's Deadeye's turn. He is going to look at all 3 of you and make an attack on each of you. And you can tell at this point in time, very desperate to be out of this situation. Paul, does a 22 hit?
Yes.
7 damage. Alex, does a 19 hit?
Sure does.
9 damage.
I'm unconscious.
Seth, does a 13 hit?
I am.
No.
Seth, you said no?
No, I have 15.
Okay. All right, so you 2 are both down. This bandit is going to also disengage and move off to move up the stairs. Alex, death saving throw. That's a success. This bandit's going to move up the stairs. Theron. You look around and see that almost all of your companions are laying on the ground, bleeding pretty bad.
Okay. And you said Deadeye's almost dead.
It would appear that that is the case.
Okay. I'd like to pull out my longbow and pop off a shot.
Okay.
1 second. 12.
That misses.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Anything further on your turn?
I still have the chance to move. I'm gonna take it.
Okay.
Let me see how far I can go. I'd like to go upstairs.
Okay. Running past 1, 2, 3 enemies, you will incur 3 attacks of opportunity if that's the course that you'd like to take.
I retract that statement. I would not like to do that. I'm just gonna stay put, man. I feel like I'm good.
Okay. Paul, give me a death saving throw.
I'm gonna sit on my hands.
Yeah, I mean you're down on the ground. I need you to give me a death saving throw.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I did not realize that. All right, let's.
It's okay.
So, I do that by going to I haven't done this. I go to character sheet and then click what?
So do you see where your hit points are?
Yes.
Look directly below that. Temporary hit points, and then look below that where it says death saved.
Yep. Okay.
Click death saves. All right, you failed, so we're gonna fill in this first bubble.
Okay.
All right. This bandit is going to move off as well, disengaging and move to the stairs. This one's going to go upstairs. Milo.
If I have a bunch of I have these ball bearings, like 1,000 ball bearings. Does that count as an action if I like disperse a bunch of them, like an attack?
Yeah, just because pulling them out of your backpack, opening that, and then pouring them on the floor. So your turn represents about 6 seconds worth of time.
Okay, I gotcha. And I don't have anything to heal anybody that's down around me.
Not at this point in time.
Okay, if they're unconscious around him, is that still an advantage as far as?
No.
Okay. So I guess I'd try and finish this guy off in the hopes that they'll bugger off.
Okay.
So it's normal and
No sneak attack.
not stealth, right?
Correct. That's a hit. Roll your damage. How do you want to do this?
I say this is for my downed comrades.
This is for my dad.
Right. And then say lights out and thrust my rapier through his one good eye.
Okay. He slinks down your blade as your blade pierces through his eyeball and then stops at the back of his skull. You didn't quite hit him hard enough to pierce through his skull entirely, and the weight of this man is now at the tip of your blade. Upon seeing that, the other crew members around are horrified, and they all begin wailing, "He killed the captain! What? Captain's dead! Oh shit!" So they all, in a real hurry, exit with haste, and
Thank God.
that is the end of the right there.
Wow, we certainly got lucky.
They had us. They had us.
So you guys are all tended to by a few of the patrons of the bar here. A couple of them give you some healing poultices and salves and such, and restore all of you to full health.
It's an ale.
Nice.
Oh, sorry, I learned a lesson there.
It's all good. You got to learn it one way or another. It's either going to be against humans with swords or demons with spells. I'd rather you learn it now.
Agreed. Absolutely agreed.
I count the coin that I pickpocketed from him at the very beginning.
Mm-hmm. You'll find 32 gold pieces and 15 silver pieces.
Oh shit!
Nice. Nice.
Is anybody searching his actual body?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Along with my friend Hildad.
Okay. You guys will find that he wears 2 gold necklaces and a blackened gold ring with a white pearl set in it.
Ooh.
Okay. So we split that. Hildad, we'll have to. How do we? At some point, we run into stores and stuff like that. Right? Side note.
Yep. So we can do this a number of different ways. Either I can tell you guys what those things are worth right now, and we'll just count it as, at your earliest opportunity, you've sold it, and you guys can, just assume that you have that money now. That's fine. or if you guys actually want to role play out carrying these things in your inventory and then selling them, you have the potential to haggle for a better price later on.
Hold that. That's up to you.
Well, this is for the whole party. So, however you guys want to do loot through the game, let me know.
Just role play it out so you can haggle.
Okay.
Where should I put that in my notes then? That I have that, 'cause I'll forget.
Yep. So you can put that into your notes, or you can put it into your inventory.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna do that. That's the best way. So I'm looking for my inventory right now, and I found it. How do I add stuff to it?
You hit the plus.
Oh, okay, perfect. Thank you. And so I got one gold necklace.
Hildad is gonna suggest that you take both the chains and he'll hold onto the ring.
Okay, that's much better, much easier. Thank you.
All right. Okay, and the ring. Okay.
And what was the? I'm sorry. What was the gold? I need to write it down.
32. You can actually add it directly to your coin purse there. So 32 gold and I think 15 silver.
While they're counting that up, can I run upstairs?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm gonna run upstairs.
As you reach the top of the stairs, you see that there's been a scuffle up here, and Torino lays dead on the floor.
Oh. I'm gonna ask the people in the room. I don't even know. Is there anyone in here that is obviously more mourning than the rest over her death?
I mean, this was her crew. They're all pretty distraught over the loss of her.
Okay.
Milo, I'm gonna suggest you rob her.
I'm gonna ask if she had said anything for her last words.
The snotty halfling in the corner looks up. Yeah, she said, as she got a sword through the gut, you bloody cur.
I walk upstairs and join to see what happened.
I'd like to follow too. If I can get up the stairs. There we go.
Hildad's gonna stay downstairs, making sure nothing else is coming through.
Okay. Fitz?
Yeah, I'll stay downstairs too.
Okay. A few of the crew are nursing wounds, but otherwise don't have much to say.
Okay.
So we're kind of SOL at this point as far as information goes, because she's gone.
I'm gonna search her body for information.
As you go over and start attempting to paw through her pockets, all of her crew will stand up and draw their weapons. Yeah, it's not really fitting to be picking the pockets of somebody who's just passed. Maybe have a little bit of respect.
I apologize and walk away.
I'm go for it, Seth.
Okay. Well, I'm sneaky gypsy, so I attempt to hide under the table here.
Give me a stealth roll. Okay. Pretty much everybody in the room watches you go underneath the table.
I pretend that I'm like looking for something and then move promptly away.
While our child runs under the table and out, I'm gonna ask the crewmates if they. I'm gonna plead to the crewmates that if they have any information to pass along to us.
Information about what?
Information as far as the people that we're looking for. What's their name?
The dead
three.
The dead three.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that was Ultarina. I mean, if you knew a cleric or had one at your disposal, you could potentially Oh, gods rest my soul for even recommending this. You could potentially speak with her spirit.
Mm.
We don't have a cleric, do we?
We do, don't we?
Is that Fitz?
No. You guys don't have a cleric in the group.
Okay.
Everybody give me an insight check. All right, everybody who heard this. So Fitz and Alex, you don't need to worry about this roll.
Nice, cool.
Thank you. That was the only good roll I've had.
I'm looking for. Okay, insight. Man, I'm really bad at finding stuff on this thing.
That's all right, but
Same.
it'll get faster over time. Comes with
Oh.
practice.
Oh, there it is.
All right. So Cole, like a Twinkie at midnight, it comes to you like a dream. You could probably ask Zodge for help with this, and he might be able to figure out your next steps.
Okay, so I need to go to Zodge and ask him about what to do next.
That's what you would deem to be the best course of action from here.
Okay,
Since
let's go get this Twinkie, guys. I go downstairs so yeah. You already know. All right. Fuck all the dead people in the room. We're gonna head out. As I pass the ogre, give her a wink and be on my way.
She kind of bashfully draws with her toe in the dirt and doesn't respond.
All right. So I head back to the gate that Dodge was at last to see if he's still there.
Okay. Is the rest of the party joining in this venture?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fitz, are you joining in that as well?
No, unfortunately, I gotta get going because I gotta put the kids to bed.
All right, man.
Mm.
I got about 10 more minutes left, and I got to put mine to bed too.
Yep. No, this is actually a good stopping point for the night.
All right.
Cool.
So if you
Just
guys
on the
want
way
to
to
stop
see
here,
Lodge.
yeah, you guys will hand off stopping to see Zodge. I hope you guys had fun.
Yeah, that was a blast.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Honestly, like after, so like 2 weeks ago was just sort of like a tutorial, and I was like, oh, I don't know. This is great. This is so much fun.
Oh yeah.
Are we down to do this almost every weekend, or are we gonna play it by ear?
Yep.
Yeah, it's every Sunday, bro.
All right, yeah, I'm down for it. This is
We're aiming for every Sunday, and I know Jones was asking for a 6 to 8:30. It feels like we got a lot done at this point in time. There will be nights where that 2.5 hours feels like we don't get dick all done. It's going to be week by week, and if somebody has a timer, okay, we got to be done by 8:30 tonight. Cool, we'll abide by that. Or if you guys are all good, we can run a little bit later. Whatever works for the group.
If I could take like a 10-minute break at 8:30, then I'd be good for another hour or so.
Yeah, I mean we can always run that as well. If that's if that's going to work for the group, then we can do that. That's fine.
I have a question. Can we do that now so we can go talk with Zodge, or what? How are you guys feeling?
I don't know. It's not
to
going to be
get
able to be there.
Everything. I'm not gonna be able to join in that.
That's fine. That's fine. I figured I'd ask.
Okay, so we do have that option moving forward. If that's going to work for you guys, we'll play it by ear.
Okay. Cool.
Everybody, make sure to give Jones a hard time for not being here tonight.
Oh, fucking right, dude.
I feel like Jones, you got us all killed. You could have turned the tide of the battle.
He could have too. That's the thing. He really could have made it a lot easier.
So, and real quick, do we have to complete a long rest then before like the lay on hands is replenished? Is that how that works? Or like when Paul was healed, is that and everyone was healed, does that like replenish everything as far as spells go?
That wasn't a rest of any sort. It was just the commoners healing you guys with potions, basically. So any spell slots that were expended, you haven't regained those yet. I won't spoil too much for you, but I will tell you there's not really going to be any combat between now and when you guys level up. Because actually, I'll tell you what, if you guys want to, between now and next week, if you guys want to level up, that's going to be pretty much almost immediately happening for you guys after just a little bit of like story role play. So
Word.
when you go to level up, If you click the cog in the top right-hand corner of your character sheet and then scroll down on the right-hand side, launch level plus character mancer, it'll walk you through leveling up your character.
Can you say that one more time?
Yep. Open your character sheet.
Oh,
Click the cog in the top right-hand corner underneath experience points. And then the bottom right, very bottom right-hand option.
oh,
Launch level plus character mancer.
Maybe when you come in, you could just help me with that. Is that all right?
Yeah,
Yes.
I see it right now. Thought experience.
And you guys don't have to do that right this second. Like I said, that's if you want to get that done before next week. And we're going to start Jones and Christian off at level 1 because they weren't here tonight.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
If
Pump it
any
up.
of y'all want
Okay.
assistance with some things, I'll be here like all week.
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
awesome.
Yeah,
So-
you guys can text the group chat. Alex will help you. I'm happy to help.
I appreciate it. It's great to meet you too.
Yeah, man.
Gentlemen, thanks for playing tonight.